Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to create a reference and how to use that to your advantage. I've got an empty scene here. I'm going to make this my set. So I'm going to go ahead and press Control S to save it. I'm going to call this set. And to create a reference, what you need to do is go to File, Create Reference, or you can go to the reference editor. So I'll show you both ways. So go to the Create Reference, and I want to import a plank. Okay. And now I've got a plank in my scene that's actually part of another file. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up. And now I need another plank. So I'm going to go to Reference Editor, and File, Reference Editor, and I'm going to select my plank and right click on it and duplicate reference. Now I've got two planks. I'm just going to make simple steps. Okay. I could do this a bunch of times. Reference, duplicate, and bring this up. I don't know why it's moving up and down so fast, but it's because it's been scaled. Okay. To rotate this 90 degrees. I'm going to make my deck. Okay. Then I'm going to do the same thing a bunch of times, and I could reference it then a bunch of times. Okay. Now, for shortness sake, I'm just going to duplicate this and move it over a few times. Okay, I've got all those. I'm going to go to File, I'm going to create another reference so I can open my reference editor, and I can click on this little diamond, blue diamond thing with the plus sign and create a reference that way. And I'm going to grab a post. There's my post. I'm going to move this into position either side of my steps. If I was being more efficient, I would just bring in all the posts that I needed all at once and then move them and place them all at one time. So there's my set for now. If I save this, I have to click continue because the student version wants per reference in file. That's kind of annoying, but that's how it works when you get student software. And now I'm going to open up another Maya. So I have two instances of Maya running. And give it a second to do all its background stuff. And I'm going to open up my plank file. Okay. Now with my plank, I'm going to add some divisions. So I can add a little bit more detail to it. And I'm going to go ahead and start modeling it some. Okay. Try not to get too much detail, but on linear bend. I'm going to bend this thing a little bit. And I'm not going to bend it quite that much though. Okay, then I'm going to select it. Let's say I'm totally done with this. I'm going to delete history on it. And I want to freeze transformations. Modify, freeze transforms. Go ahead and rename this blank. And I'll save it. Okay. So now I can go to my other version of Maya, where these all exist. And the ones that are referenced in should update. So I'll go to my reference editor. We go to blank. We go to reference. Reload reference. So it did, but it moved it back to where it was. Okay, so we'll have to figure out a way around that. So let's try this. Close that down. Now I can't remember if I saved it or not. That's really bad news. So open, set. There it is. Okay. So we'll have to figure that out. But you can reference in all your things and they'll update to the appropriate piece. So let me pause the tutorial and figure out why this is not keeping their location.